If I can remember how to work the things. Hey, there we go, there we go. I found an FX setting that was on already set on the board here called radio voice. Is this it? Is this my radio voice? What's up, y'all? My name's Baker. I'm your host here. Name of the show is Tomorrow's Dream. We do it every Monday from noon to 2 right here on KBF 88.3 FM, the voice of the people. This is the stuff that you're not gonna hear anywhere else. You might catch some similarities on some other local shows on this station and others as they were, but we specialize in the heavy, in the local, in the regional, in the topical. If it's somebody that's just coming through playing a show and you might not know who they are already, we're going to let you know. So thank you for tuning in today. You got me for the whole 2 hours. Y'all are so lucky, you don't even know. Now Chab's out today, so he's left it up to me. And for once, I actually prepped a little bit. I got to tell y'all how stoked I am. I think I mentioned last week maybe Bandcamp just finally offered me the playlist option, where I can make playlists now. So that just made my whole job a whole lot easier. Unfortunately, it's only from your collection of things you have downloaded, and I haven't done a whole lot of that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been up here streaming y'all stuff for free. Sorry, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So I'll be messaging some of y'all probably because I'm broke and being like, hey, send me a download code or something. But every extra dollar I get, I'm gonna be scraping together, throwing y'all for your songs, all these local bands out here, and get this playlist built up nice and fat. But we're gonna run through some of it today. I don't have a lot of new stuff for the first time in a while now. You know what else I forgot? I totally forgot that there was gonna be some background music here. Y'all don't just want to hear me talk. That's weird. Okay. Name of the show right here, Tomorrow's Dream, in case the song didn't cue you in. We're gonna run through some older stuff today, though. We're gonna be playing a bunch of stuff I already had in my playlist previously, and digging back through the archives and busting it all out for you. And we'll revert back to like it was when it was just me, and we'll do the long play just at the top of the second hour, so I can go out and blaze up in the car. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, so we'll run down some shows and stuff. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick while I got this device somewhat pulled up here to it. Alright, this week, what do we got going on? We got, tonight. I guess there was still no local support added on this, unfortunately. We're kind of in a slump for slam bands currently here in Central Arkansas, but a couple big new ones in the works and on the way, and playing their first shows coming up in May. And so, but yeah, tonight. I don't think there's any locals on it, but you definitely still want to get over to Vino's. It's only $5, and it's gonna kick off at 7 p.m. So this might be done by like 8:30, like it's gonna be an early show. Come on out, throw down for Trash Panda. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this band. They're fantastic. They got one on tour with them who I can't say their whole name, but it's Demon F Band, as it was so politely put on the event page. Demon F, y'all know what the F stands for. $5, 7 p.m. Maybe some local support. That would be stupidly awesome. That's tonight. Heavy Hits presents. So yeah, Trash Panda and Demon F tonight. What else do we got going on? Looks like Emily Fenton is going to be running an open mic night that they're kicking back up at Whitewater Tavern, starting this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Spring open mic night. See, it's gonna be, let me fade that out there. Didn't talk longer than I meant to. Should have played the whole song. Yeah, come on and share your songs, comedy, poetry, and even magic with us. That would be awesome. please come show some magic. Sign up start at 6 p.m. and the show kicks off at 7. I'm actually thinking I might come out to this and play some acoustic stuff. I haven't done it in quite a while now, and always love Whitewater crowd and sound, and just always a good time. So yeah, Wednesday, come check that out. What else we got? Last minute indie gig going up also at Whitewater this Thursday. We got Turquoise Tiger, who we play all the time, you know him. Alex Cash, he was in, what was the band? It's kind of like Moon Main, but right before Moon Main came around. I'm struggling to remember now, but yes, he has the voice of the Angels, as he's described here. Tyler Tradewell will be doing some warm electronic music, and Big Cloud bringing the Dream Gaze. That one's 7:30 p.m. $7. Friday, we got one over at Vino's Public Opinion coming through with Sun Title, and we have Benadryl and the Chores providing the local support there. So Public Opinion, some punk rock, Denver rock / punk rock. Sun Title, Philadelphia emo / post-hardcore. And you know Benadryl and the Chores. We'll see if we can squeeze some of that in. Color Design will be opening up for Lee Baines. I always do this. Lee Baines and the Glory Fire. I want it to be Brains for some reason. Lee Brains from Birmingham, Alabama. Lee Baines and Glory Fires, Color Design, and Dylan Earl from Fayetteville will be rocking you all night. That's Friday at Whitewater. Sunday, one over at Vino's with Teenage Halloween, Black Hippie, Benadryl, and Crying in Public. So that's a couple chances to catch Benadryl this week. $10 at the door, get you into that one. That's one Alex Cash also is hosting, as it were there. So you got that. That's the week. All right. A couple big heavy ones coming up next week, though. I Am with Morbid Visions and Open Casket over at Vino's on Tuesday the 14th. Orthodox at Vino's Thursday the 16th with Scorched Earth, Kill Order, and Held Tight. We got Levels over at the Rev Room Saturday, March 18th with Smoke Signals, Coach Light. I think it's the first show for them. Who else is on this? I can almost see it. Divisive, and what does that say? Regions would be the other one there. Yeah, that's at the Rev Room. 15 events, 20 at the door, Saturday the 18th. Or hop over to Whitewater on Saturday the 18th and catch Bongzilla with Deadbird and Mammoth Caravan, both providing local support there. That one is selling quick, so get over to whitewatertavern.com and get your ticket if you have not yet. I don't see the dollars on the event page anywhere, so I'm not clicking through the link. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. It's probably about $20 or something, though, so get on it. Maybe 25 even, I don't know. The next night, Sunday the 19th, we got Weed Eater over at Whitewater with Adam Fawcett and High Tone Son of a Bitch. Rebelmatic also looks like maybe they're on the flyer, at least not the event info, so I don't know. Busy weekend at Whitewater. And then just a week after that, on Sunday the 26th, we got Night Spake and Mortalis, providing the local support for Morgul Blade and Sonya, or Sonja, but probably Sonya. The next Tuesday, Gates to Hell with Tomb Sentinel, Morbid Vision, and Blast at Vino's. Like a couple days after that, you got Under Oath and Periphery and Loathe at the Hall. Big free show at the new record store that same day with Angel Flesh and Macrocosm. I say the record store, brand new record store up in Fort Smith. Y'all need to go check out, called Iron Horse. Pretty sure it's Fort Smith, might be Fayetteville, somewhere up there. It's stupid crazy. There's way too much for me to. I could, like, just in the month of March and April, I could make a whole show out of just talking about and playing all that. But we're not going to do that because we got plenty of weeks ahead to do so. So that was Dark Watcher, by the way, that we opened up the show with. A Devil on Yonder Ridge. You gotta love spaghetti western metal. It's fantastic. We got this is from the newish release by Lame Johnny. We're gonna do one called Problems. You got problems, man? I got problems. Um, this is off of their Leader Manipulator release. Go check it out right now. Lame Johnny, KBF, Tomorrow's Dream, the voice of the people.
These problems I have seems the only thing winning these days is the liquor cabinet. Whoa, yeah! You got problems, man. We all got problems, man. I got so many problems that I had to write them down you're helping, but man, I swear that you're not. You tell your story, and you say that you help. When I tell my version, I say that I did this my self. You got problems, man. We all got problems, man. I got so many problems that I had to write them down. Yeah, I did it, man. Once I went down.
tried so hard to get through that song, and it was just not gonna happen. I'm over here bragging about the new Bandcamp playlists, and that did that to me twice now. So I don't know. Might still be some bugs to work out. I think it's on me though. I'm looking now and I'm seeing my Wi-Fi signal is so weak, and I let my phone get shut off a couple days ago, so that probably explains that. I'm gonna move this phone over to the other side of the room, catch it by the window, where it seems to be doing a little better over here. That was the Lucid Archetype. Archetype. I don't know what I just said. The Lucid Archetype with Kilroy Jenkins. Older one. We used to play a lot. It was on my list. Yeah, we did right before that some older Fred, but I know like almost nobody's heard it. That was actually a single that went with the album we forgot to release 3 years ago, which is coming any day now. I promise they're about to do a cassette tape release. You guys are gonna love it. And yeah, do I sound better now? I'm wondering if I just fixed something and was there feedback before I couldn't hear it, but maybe you guys could. I forgot about the speaker setup in here, so apologies if it's been noisy. We did, before that, Fred, that was a cover of the Postal Service's This Place Is a Prison. Not quite like most Fred you know, if you do know Fred, but we change every album, so get used to it. Did some old Czarist before that with Mollify. That was the other one that cut out on me. Sorry, I was stepped out to the restroom, and when I came back, and it was like skipping, and I didn't know what happened. I just moved it forward a little bit, and it started playing again. So I told y'all before, if I prep for the show ahead of time, everything falls apart. If I come in here 2 minutes before showtime with no idea what I'm gonna do, it usually goes pretty smooth. So we might just gravitate back towards winging it. Sometimes that is the best I can do. Before Czarist was Not On Your Life with the track Not Your Huckleberry. Pretty sure that was a Fayetteville punk band, Fort Smith, somewhere up in that area. It's from a few years back as well. We opened up that block with, I told you Lame Johnny with Problems, but after that you heard Tire Fire with Path to Crystal Hill. Old one from Will there. Let's see what else can we get. I told you about all the shows, but let's run back over a couple of them tonight. Get over to Vino's Heavy Hits presents Trash Panda and Demon F. Maybe some local sport if you're lucky. It's only $5, so go check it out. 7 p.m. Vino's tonight. Brutal slamming show. I'm gonna play some of the bands here in just a minute, so stick around. Open mic night at Whitewater Wednesday. Should be fun. Get there at 6 to sign up, or 7 to check everybody out. There's a Turquoise Tiger going on Thursday at Whitewater with Alex Cash, Big Cloud, and Tyler Tradewell. And then Friday, the next night, you can get over to Vino's and catch Public Opinion with Sun Title, Benadryl, and The Chores. We got Dylan Earl and Lee Baines and Glorifier. I'm just never going to be able to say that band name for some reason. Color Design providing local support, opening up that one, or maybe in the middle, I don't know, at Whitewater. Friday, Sunday, another chance to catch Benadryl. We'll be at Vino's with Crying in Public, Black Hippie, and Teenage Halloween. That's it for the week, so squeeze in some of that Color Design. What else did I say? We'll do some Demon F and some Trash Panda. And let me kick this off with this is an older demo single from Benadryl, who you got 2 chances to catch this week. Were you paying attention? I just told you what they were. This is TV Waves from Benadryl on KBF. Tomorrow's Dream, voice of the people. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump back and do what of their newer songs because I didn't realize that was a like rough demo. I was gonna tell you there was a cool fact about it that was actually recorded at the Sonic Temple. You remember Diffie's place over there at the Parlor in North Little Rock? The Parlor has moved, and then Diffie's moved on even further. But yeah, that was good times. Here is a newer one from Benadryl, Shark Week. Get it.
Sorry in advance, Tanner.
Wait,
We are 100,000 watts of community radio here in Central Arkansas. This is KABF 88.3 Little Rock, the voice of the people.
This is Tony Orr, board chair of KABF. March is membership month. You can join KABF at any time, but March is when we get on our hands and knees and plead for your support every time you turn on the radio, live or streaming. Why? You make the difference. Whether it's $5 or $50 per month, your membership sustains us and keeps community radio and the voice of the people alive in Arkansas. We can't do it without you. We need you more than ever. Join us now at kabf.org. That's KABF.org.
This is Wade Rathke with the daily Voice of the People News Bulletin. A study in the journal Nature Human Behavior showed that across a group of mostly high-income countries such as the U.S., Canada, Chile, and Switzerland, in spring 2020, there were about 4% fewer preterm births than expected. At a global level, the change most likely added up to nearly 50,000 premature births averted in the first month of lockdown alone. U.S. postal trucking contractors have been involved in at least 68 fatal crashes, killing 79 people in the last 3 years. Nearly 50 long-haul postal trucking contractors had safety records so poor that the DOT had them on probation. Eli Lilly has pledged to cut insulin prices by 70% and cap out-of-pocket cost at $35. Delta Airlines unionized pilots approved a new agreement with 34% raises over 4 years. The FTC is investigating so-called junk fees, which are extra charges that businesses tack on to products and services that add little to no value. Tech POS systems are also adding predetermined tipping recommendations to transitions that require no tipping. New York City has agreed to pay $21,500 each to 300 protesters arrested in a George Floyd protest who were kettled by police, then charged at and beaten with batons by the cops. Algeria is shifting the language of higher education from French to English. Ornithologists who study tropical birds are protesting the bias against scientific papers written in Spanish or Portuguese. American Geophysical Union restored the scientific papers to 2 scientists who protested at their conference about their inaction on climate change after their initial suspension was attacked by 2,000 fellow scientists. U.S. News and World Report has accused law schools of deserting its rankings by trying to avoid accountability on emissions and outcomes for students, and it connected the boycott to a looming Supreme Court decision that could end affirmative action. Tennessee passed a law which limits adult cabaret performances that feature topless dancers, go-go dancers, exotic dancers, strippers, male or female impersonators on public property and places where they can be watched by minors. Voice of the People Daily Bulletin presents people's news about action and issues that demand action. This is Wade Rathke, and this bulletin is brought to you thanks to Acorn International, United Labor Unions Local 100, Social Policy Magazine, and the affiliated Media Foundation Movement, AM/FM.
Creeping socialism, germ warfare, inflation, unidentified flying objects, labor versus management, the welfare state, leisure time, juvenile delinquency, crime, unrest among minority groups, fair housing, unemployment, high interest rates, the ugly American image, immorality in high places, change in moral values, air pollution, auto stations, guided missiles, salacious literature, the ecumenical movement, automation, gun control, soap addiction, alcoholism, and on and on. There are those personal pressures experienced from time to time by all of us. The pressure of loneliness, old age, sickness, divorce, infidelity, business failure, family problems, retirement, and financial growth. In the light of our pressures, we may find ourselves agreeing with Emerson, who said, "We are always getting ready to live, but never living."
100% sure there's more of this track coming, but of course it's the final track of Hell is a Door to the Sun from Wake, way back.
We don't even play any songs.
There it
words
is.
at all that I remember.
Back in
We ain't got no
2011.
fucking microphone. We ain't got no speakers.
Forget
set
about
up.
that.
Y'all don't shut up, I'm gonna go out of my mind. We don't need no fancy words.
Y'all remember
we
Secret
need
Tracks?
to practice. We need to rehearse.
I'll tell you what we need.
Y'all remember Sling
We
Blade?
need some paying gigs. We don't need this messing around, first one patio and then another, and that's ridiculous.
Amen, Johnson.
Amen, Johnson.
We don't got no goddamn band!
About some war, misery, embrace. KBF Tomorrow's Dream, voice of the people.
meteor, my swift, terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure. Purge me from your computers, turn my own flesh against me. It means nothing, and the dust settles. The only thing living in this world will be metal.
R.I.P. Brett Slammin. We miss you so much, brother. He had a birthday the other day, February 27th or 8th. I can't remember now. Right there at the end of the month. And let's see. We're gonna be doing a big fest. Where did it go? I just had it pulled up in front of me here. Heath just announced the date, I believe, for Brett's Death Fest, I believe, is the still the continuing title here. Let me look it up right quick, just so I'm not lying to you and give you the exact date. We don't have all the info yet, but it's gonna be insane. If you've ever been to anything at Heathen House, you know it's just always wild. But we're definitely gonna go all out for Brett. So this is Arkansas Death Fest / Brett's Death Fest Volume 2 at the Heathen House, June 23rd and 24th. So right there around the anniversary of his passing. 2 days, 20 bands. There's going to be all the details and event page and everything coming soon. But he's told me about some of the stuff he's working on, and there's a lot I don't even know, but I can just tell you right now, it's going to be stacked with the most insanely heavy stuff you can possibly imagine. So be looking forward to that in mid-late June. That was B Slammin' that you heard just before I started yammering here with Infinity Slamtron. One of the last things he released. It was on a big split. I was gonna try to pull it up, but I lost it. Anyway, what is it gonna show me? Here it goes. I want to say Guttural Overlord, but something else altogether. Yeah, here's the... Oh, hell. I can't get the page to load right where I can see what the name of that was. But it was a big split that Brett was a part of with the Beast Slamming project. Good stuff there. Brutal Slam. Wish he was still around. He would definitely be opening up for Trash Panda and Demon F tonight. That was the last two bands before Color Design that you heard at the end of the last hour there, if anybody was keeping score at home. We opened up this hour with a big old track from Wake, The River / Traskwood. I had to snip off the end there, but y'all heard the sample part. That's the fun part anyway. We did some Vor after that, opening up this last block with Misery Embrace. I told you about that Bongzilla show coming up, and then Weed Eater the next night. So let's do some stuff from our local boys for that, because y'all know who Bongzilla is, right? And actually, I decided I'm going to play some Weed Eater, though. I was called earlier on in the first hour. Somebody called me. I was called. It sounds like the Lord spoke to me and said, no, somebody called me on the phone. Probably not God. I didn't catch his name, though. No, it was a friend of mine. Anyway, he called and said that, or reminded me that Gary Rossington passed away today, which I asked him. Neither one of us is 100% sure, but I feel like that might be the last... or Gary might have been the last living member of the original Skynyrd lineup, of the ones that weren't taken out in the plane crash back in the day. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's got to be getting close, if not. Anyway, just legendary, amazing guitarist. He always brought the most insane melodies to Lynyrd Skynyrd, and when you got three guitarists, it takes something to really stand out, but the man did, for sure. He had a solo project later on that my dad turned me on to, because he was a huge fan of all things Skynyrd. We went and saw all the reiterations through the years with Johnny taking over vocals and whatnot. Anyway, I'm not gonna play Skynyrd for y'all, because you've all got that on vinyl in your closet, bust it out and listen to it yourself. But since we do have a Weed Eater show coming up, we might see if we can throw on the Weed Eater cover of Skynyrd's "Give Me Back My Bullets." How about that? Up first, though. First. Where did? I hope that's just my headphones cutting in and out, not the actual. Yeah, it does. I think that's just me. Here, let's do some Deadbird. How about 11:34? Right here on KBF. Tomorrow's Dream. The voice of the people. That was Dead Bird with 1134 off of 3, The Forest Within the Trees. I want to thank so much for, I should have got a name, a good man just gave me a call, and he was asking about the address for Brett's Death Fest up in Cord. So I gave that to him, and which I will give to you here in just a second. Grab a pen if you're old school like that. But also, he was letting me know some info about, and yes, Gary Rossington was the last living member of the original lineup that we know of Skynyrd. There was, yeah, I believe he said it was the original drummer that went on to play with Blackfoot, and then rejoined later up. He's still around, but the guys that we know from the early albums have all officially passed over that bridge now. R.I.P. Skynyrd. And if anybody else is wondering, Brett's Death Fest and everything else that we talk about at the Heathen House up in Cord, which is kind of up in the Batesville area, northeast Arkansas, up there around Jonesboro and all that stuff. It is at 8649 Cord Road, and that's in Cord, Arkansas. So just remember the numbers, and then it's super easy. 8649 Cord Road, Cord, Arkansas. CORD. Super easy. Yeah, it's gonna be a big, insane 2-day fest coming up mid to late June. I'll tell you more about that as the lineup starts dropping. I told you about Bongzilla and then Weed Eater the next night, which Dead Bird was opening up that Bongzilla show. Also Mammoth Caravan, which, yeah, I'm going to squeeze them in next. I forget who else. Oh, I know Fawcett was on Weed Eater. We'll get some of that on. And I think that was the only local on the Weed Eater show. But here is that Weed Eater, I promised you, covering Skynyrd, R.I.P. Gary and the boys. Give me back my bullets. Right here on KBF, Tomorrow's Dream, voice of the people.
Precious memories.
This is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to Tomorrow's Dream on KABF 88.3 FM. Crank it up.
I'm your host, Baker. The name of the show is Tomorrow's Dream. We do it every Monday from noon to 2. If you're just tuning in, you're just catching the end, and I'm so sorry for you. That was Turquoise Tiger with my favorite version of my favorite song by them, Have Mercy. You can catch them last minute indie gig at Whitewater this Thursday. Also be over at Vino's Friday or Sunday if you want to catch Benadryl. They're opening up for a couple different touring acts. Make sure you're at Vino's tonight. Trash Panda and Demon F. Yeah, that's about all of it. Here's a song that Christopher Ferris Terry, CT, better known to most of us, he used to play on the show up here long before I ever joined or took over, and I remember calling one time and being like, who the hell was that? It's amazing. So much influence on my acoustic set that I pulled from this guy. This is Jonathan Keeble from the Bellflower soundtrack with a song called Bland. See you guys next week. Stick around.
Love, we will be hurt, but we'll be okay. Love, life will be bland, but we'll be okay. There's cracks in the window. Oh, it spreads a little more. The light diffracts a little more as it comes through. Oh, I say, love, we will be hurt, but we'll be okay. As life sends us fleeting away, and lo and behold, as life takes its toll, and I thought, oh, I'll never grow old. I said, lo and behold, as life takes its toll, and I thought I'd never grow old. Love, we will be hurt, but we'll be okay. You'll take my words and you'll make heat to burn it away. And the street lights, dim light shines when the shadows we feel, when the madness they grim, dim your eyes from mine, and the fires we burn in lies, oh, they catapult us into dust, and we follow the words back to absurd. Oh, I say life will be bland, but we'll be okay. As life sends us floating away, I said, lo and behold, as life takes its toll, and I thought I'd never grow old. I said, lo and behold, as life takes its toll, and I thought I'd never